Tottenham get us underway then. It's the last match of weekend 2 in the 2025-2026 WSL. Everton in the all-blue, a new era for them, a new permanent home at Goodison Park. Tottenham in the familiar white shirts and dark blue shorts. Cleared away by Claire Hunt. Both these teams coming into this match off the back of victories last weekend. Tottenham at West Ham by 1-0. Everton winning 4-1 just across Stanley Park at Anfield at their big rivals Liverpool. Everton immediately looking to apply pressure there on Spence. This is Rybrink. Everton will win it back through Mace. Here's Fernandez. Fernandez again. Everton young player of the season last season, despite the fact she only spent half the season with the club. Away by Ishikawa. Headed from Wheeler. Ball over the top, looking for the chasing Vignola. Vignola, she's got away from the defender. Can she turn and get the shot away? Not quite. Nilden.
Vignola nearly picking up where she left off last week there. It's where she likes it. The ball played over the top. Toga could have done better there. Didn't really control that moment. And Enola nearly come off, just showing her strength to get on the right side of the defender there. Again, early glimpses of what she can bring.
Tottenham looking to break at the other end already. We've only played 2 minutes, but it's been end-to-end action so far. Mace. Here's Katie Robinson, on loan for the season from Aston Villa. Brosnan. Comes off Nilden.
I think Tottenham here will look to try and exploit Everton's slow start last week against Liverpool. Brian Sorensen wasn't happy with that first half and the way they came out of the blocks, and Martin Ho has made some changes to try and exploit that early on.
Well, they made a slow start last weekend. They made a very slow start last weekend. Everton, who didn't actually record their first victory in the WSL last season until November the 17th.
Well, they had a tough start to the league last season, didn't they? Lots of injuries. You had to feel sorry for them, but I think over the last couple of seasons, their recruitments have been absolutely fantastic, and they're starting to build now a very, very strong squad. Ruby Mace there just in the picture. Final day acquisition for the team, a huge signing, a young defensive midfielder who's got huge potential for them.
Koga. Rybrink. Hunt. Nilden's ball forward. Strong, aggressive run. Lovely ball into the middle. Just a touch too far ahead of Tinka Tandberg.
Yeah, really good there from Nilden out wide on the left-hand side, just using her pace and power to get beyond the defender. Tinka nearly timed her run. It was a lovely ball in. Tinka just setting up in that 9 position. Almost rotating with Beth England there.
The Norwegian international striker, Katinka Tandberg, who says she prefers to be known as Tinka, so that's exactly what we'll do. Spence. Koga. Nilden.
Ready again, now, move.
The thing about a big stadium with huge stands like this is, as we can hear, you hear everything because it echoes off the empty seats. Quite a few empty seats around the stadium. Some of the higher tiers have not being used this afternoon.
Everton getting numbers forward, pressing Tottenham Hotspur. You can hear from the sidelines, as you just mentioned there, commands are press, press, press. Not giving Tottenham players too much time on the ball across that back line.
They're obviously being picked up by our pitch-side microphones. As a player, when you're out there in the middle, are you actually hearing that?
No, sometimes
Exactly.
not.
That's
You're so focused ahead. It's difficult to be able to hear. It's very loud there, down there on the ground.
Yeah, you do feel sometimes for players who are playing on the same side as the technical areas. Spence. Delicate ball over the top. Should be cleared here by Robinson. Gets away from Nilden. Mace. Ishikawa.
Tinker there doing her work, defending from the front, getting across the line. Good energy, good work, great off the ball. That's something that Martin Ho demands from his players.
The fact that players like Rion Ishikawa, like Toko Koga are coming to the WSL, established Japanese international, just shows you the growing strength of this league.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, the players that are joining, the calibre of players that are joining the WSL, week in, week out against high-quality opposition.
Pacheco wins the throw. Fernandez. Ishikawa. Courtney Brosnan. Here's Fernandez. Rybrink eventually with the throw. Not a good one. Hunt. Nilden. Nicely done. Amanda Nilden. Tandberg. She's got England on this side. And on this very near side, it's Jessica Naz. Naz looking to take on Pacheco. That came off the defender. First corner of the afternoon, and it goes Tottenham's way.
Yeah, really well worked then from Tottenham. Back to front, that's in Tottenham's DNA. Good work from Drew Spence and Amanda Nilden there, and Tinker there gets her head up, spots Jessica Naz out on the right-hand side in space, and she just drives at Maz Pacheco. Pacheco does well, stands up, doesn't dive in, and gets the block in. Perfectly timed.
Plenty forward then for Tottenham as they look for the opening goal. That's another corner, is it? It is.
Not sure she knew too much about that there, Rion. Back of their heads, get the clearance. She had bodies all around her. I think it was Tinker breathing down her neck, and Rybrink.
Tottenham this time try something a little different rather than the conventional delivery. Could fall anywhere. Chance for the shot from England, deflected. Third corner in quick succession.
See what Beth England was there. She was headed for the bottom corner. I think the keeper would have got it. Would have been a comfortable save had the deflection not taken place there.
Pressure on the Everton goal then as we approach the 10-minute mark. High, hanging corner, turn towards goal, excellent save. Brosnan denying Spence.
Wow, fantastic save from point-blank range. Was clever, cheeky from Drew Spence, almost back to goal. Just tried the little flick. Brunson was aware to it, got down. Fantastic. Great delivery in. Strong head from Claire Hunt and Drew Spence. That's all she could really do, back to goal, but what a save. Courtney Brosnan gets down early, gets a strong hand to parry it onto the goalkeeper post.
Questions maybe to be asked about the defending. Nobody really near there to Drew Spence. At the other end, Kopp gets it away. Koga. Spence. Naz just loses her footing. Early scare then for Everton. Almost an opening goal for Tottenham.
It's a good start from Tottenham. I think there would have been slightly concerned having not recorded any shots on target last week against West Ham, so promising signs early on into this game.
Yeah, you mentioned that statistic, but West Ham hardly had any shots on target either, did they? Naz into the middle, cleared away. It's another corner. Ishikawa, safety first, knew that there was a player coming in right behind her.
Yeah, Tinker there just breathing down the neck. Wonder if could have been a bit of a communication there from Brosnan. Maybe just a little setback rather than going out. A little bit of communication. I don't think Tinker was anywhere near to cause any problems there, but nonetheless, another corner for Tottenham.
Olga Artinen, the Finnish international, will take. Again, Spence seems to be pretty much unmarked inside the 6-yard area. Artinen's delivery is long. And the header is wide from Claire Hunt, the defender.
I think the Everton defence line there are targeting, recognise that the deliveries are aimed at Claire Hunt. Tottenham centre-back, a real presence in that box there. But like you say, it leaves Drew Spence free in front of the keeper, and she's already shows what she can offer and how dangerous that could be.
Pacheco. Summerton trying to get and keep goal side. Pacheco again. Wheeler. And that will be a Tottenham throw.
Pacheco, fantastic debut last weekend. 2 assists, instant impact into this Everton team.
Hunt. Koga. Nilden. Summerton. Koga. Kept going there, Naz. Hunt. Hilden's seen a lot of the ball. That's a lovely ball forward as well. Katinka Tandberg. Offside, though.
Yeah, just needs to be better there, Tandberg. She's got the pace. Just got to try and time that run better. Good play again from Nilden. She's enjoying a lot of space out on that left-hand side.
Fernandez. Ishikawa. Mace. Everton are unbeaten in each of their 6 previous WSL home games against Tottenham. 3 wins and 3 draws, although 3 of the last 4 have been those draws. Tandberg. Spence stretching, couldn't quite get there. Neither could Pacheco.
It was on. Good idea. Just could execute that pass there. Pacheco, this time in acres of space. An interesting matchup, Pacheco and Rybrink. Pacheco got so much pace and drive to get forward.
It's a 1-1 draw between these two last season on Merseyside. The Greek international Patriki Sarri, who's now at Birmingham City in WSL 2, putting Everton ahead. Drew Spence equalising for Tottenham. Away by Pacheco. Picked up on this near side by Yuka Mamiki. Another Japanese international. And here comes Mamiki again.
Mamiki just glides past Drew Spence there, far too easy.
Just over a quarter of an hour gone if you've just joined us. Everton 0, Tottenham 0, as you can see from the scoreline in the top left corner. Tottenham with the best chance so far, Drew Spence. Excellent reaction save from Courtney Brosnan. Pacheco's header. Not the best of touches there from Wheeler. Neildon. Drives it into the middle. Tandberg can't get there, nor can Naz. Support arriving from Rybrink, the Swedish international. Koga. High towards Tandberg. Everton felt they should have had an offside there, but nothing came of it.
Didn't really put much power into that header at all. I think she just lost her bearing slightly. Tinker just going direct there instead of trying to play through. Hitting Tinker. I think that's what she offers, something a bit different for Tottenham. You've got Beth England now sitting a little bit deeper with Tinker taking that central role. Big shoes to fill there in her captain, Beth England.
New start off the pitch as well, with Martin Ho replacing Robert Villaham, who led Spurs to the FA Cup final and 6th in the WSL the season before last, but it all rather unravelled last season.
Yeah, it was a tough season for Tottenham. Really struggled. Sometimes when your backs are against the wall, nothing seems to go your way, and, you know, really vulnerable at the back. No WSL wins since January. It's hard when players are low in confidence. WSL is such an unforgiving league now. You know, you can't, if you don't show up, you can't expect to take points away, and they surely suffered. But yeah, change was needed over the summer. There seems to be new energy.
Chance here for Tandberg to lay the shot off. Deflection is just cleared away by Fernandez, and she had to get there quickly as well, because England was in a very threatening position just behind her.
Yeah, good from Fernandez on her toes there. England was ready to pounce. Tandberg there again as the target player, doing really well, holding up the ball. Summonen looks to be in some pain.
Evelina Summonen, another from Scandinavia. She's a Finland international.
Yeah, Tinker there, just holding up, just showing her strength. Really well done, just to set Summonen. Almost scuffs it there, and then there's Fernandez with the vital interception. Ref England, Fox in a box in those areas, ready to punish.
Well, these two teams have met 12 times before in the WSL. 5 wins for Everton, just the 2 for Tottenham, and 5 draws. Plenty of goals, though, in those previous 12 meetings. 21 goals for Everton and 15 for Tottenham, so an average of 3 goals per game. None as yet so far. So who'll be the more pleased with the opening, 20 minutes or so now?
I think Martin Ho will be very happy with the way this Tottenham side have started. I think they've been committing bodies forward, creating some chances. It's those chances, though, that you want to be taking and not giving up. But as we saw last week, Everton do grow into the game, and can they stay on the front foot now, Tottenham, for the rest of this half and game?
Just that one half chance really for Vignola so far for Everton, who have this throw. And they'll give it back to Tottenham, as Samanyan just waits on the far side for the signal to be able to come back on. Cop. Naz. Spence. Allowed to progress no further. Challenge coming in from Wheeler. Claire Wheeler, who was an unused squad member for Australia at the Women's World Cup a couple of years ago. Hunt. Rybrink. Everton quick to close down Tottenham players here. Wheeler. Pacheco. Gets it back from Fernandez. Mace. Ishikawa. Robinson. Again, perhaps a little bit more communication at the back was needed there from Tottenham, because Koga had time.
Yeah, lucky there that Vignola hadn't committed. Miscommunication there, but that was good from Everton, pressing from the front in numbers as well, not giving Tottenham any time, allowing them to play out. And again, in numbers, they're just hunting in packs.
Hunt. Rybrink. Naz. Pursued by Pacheco. First time ball in field should be cut out by Ishikawa, and is. Robinson. Fouled by Nilden.
Frustration there from Nilden. I think there's a heavy touch initially from her. No real need for the free kick there. Robertson wasn't going anywhere to cause them danger. Just gives Everton a chance to reset here.
Tottenham have only once before won their opening 2 matches in a WSL season. That was back in 2021-22. Remember, if we get a winner here this afternoon, they will be on 6 points out of 6. And that will mean that 4 teams will be on maximum points at the conclusion of the second round of matches. Crossfield ball for Naz to chase. It'll just skip away from her, though.
Yeah, she's quick, Jess, but not that quick. Good idea there from Olga Atanen. Just a switch of play. There's always space on the opposite channel.
You presume that Brian Sorensen's earpods there are tuned into somebody on a phone higher up in the grandstand, rather than listening to a mixtape or something
Playlist.
like that. Playlist, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not called a mixtape anymore. That just shows my age, doesn't it? Goal kick. The last time Everton played in the WSL at Goodison Park was their first victory of last season over Liverpool in the derby. Vignola on the chase. Safety first from Koga.
Yeah, Koga done well there. Followed the run across from Vignola. Stood her up, won the ball. Two very exciting players from each team there. One's for the future, but having an immediate impact in their team.
Bit cool on Merseyside this afternoon. Summer is definitely disappearing in England. Rybrink, England on this near side. Here she is. Naz, flag stays down. Jessica Naz, if she can put this ball into the middle. Ishikawa couldn't clear. Great chance here for Tottenham, and they've scored. Olga Artinen with the opening goal. And Tottenham Hotspur score just before the half-hour mark. It's Olga Artinen, the Finnish international, who makes it 1-0 to the visitors.
Yeah, it was a clever ball. Beth England to Jess Naz. Beat the offside trap, and Jess Naz, initially I thought the ball wasn't good enough. Delivered from Jess Naz, but it turned out just hit. Lovely little curling ball into Jess Naz. She holds the line very, very well. Cuts inside. Olga Artinen putting the pressure on. Lovely little combination. New girl Tinker at the heart of it again, and Olga Artinen holds her nerve. Lovely little set, and just slots it into the corner. Excellent move from Tottenham.
So Olga Artinen becomes the answer to a quiz question. Who was the first player to score in a WSL match at Goodison Park since Everton were given it as their new home?
Remember that one?
Don't think it'll ever get used anyway. Certainly not in a pub on Merseyside on the Tuesday quiz night. Question for Everton now, though, is can they find a way back?
Ishikawa has been excellent this first half. I think she'll be disappointed in the build-up to that goal. Has the opportunity to deal with Jess Naz's ball in, but Tinker was there to nip the ball back, and then just a lovely set for Olga Artinen. Roslin gets down, but it's a good enough power on it to beat her.
Vignola. Away by Naz, and then by Koga. And then a Vignola again. As Nilden breathing right down her neck. She's won a corner, though.
Yeah, she's done well there. Really anywhere to go. Clever play. Little flick, little back heel. Off Nilden.
So Pacheco then will take this corner kick. So an in-swinger will presumably be delivered in just a moment. Plenty forward in the blue of Everton. Naz, and the volley is a long way over from Mace.
Yeah, just never really got over it there, Mace. Leaning back all the way, flies over the bar.
Well, you mentioned about the goal, Jenna. I mean, Ishikawa did have the chance to clear it, because the initial ball in, you thought should have been and maybe could have been a better. And then the finish, it was passed in, wasn't it? Rather than blasted in. It was perfectly placed.
Yeah, and just enough power to get past Brosnan. Yeah, I think defensively Everton will be frustrated conceding that one.
Kopp hasn't had a great deal to do so far, the Tottenham goalkeeper. Referee eventually says free kick. Kirsty Dowie, the official. Foul on Van Hool, and the first caution of the afternoon.
Tandberg there, working back as well, deep in her own half. She's got the ball, but also taken the player there. But really positive sides from Tandberg, the opening 30 minutes of this game. Working so well off the ball, tracking back for her team.
So Mace and Pacheco stand behind this free kick. Pacheco with it. Goalkeeper will claim. No, she won't.
Got away with one there, Klopp. There's lots of bodies around her. She's travelled way out of her box there, the 6-yard box, to come and claim it, and doesn't.
Artinen releases Nilden on that far side. Into the middle, Tandberg sliding in, had to take it first time.
Oh, what a ball, just fizzed in. Penalty spot area, and Tandberg, as you say, she's got to take it first time. Just trying to execute into the bottom corner, but she's everywhere at the minute, Tandberg.
Another with an extremely bright future in front of her, just 21 years of age. Pacheco. Momaki, not seen too much of her so far on this near side for Everton. Fernandez. Mace. Ishikawa. Robinson. Van Hool wasn't going to get that. No, she tries to win it back. Forward from Summanen. Summanen finds Rybrick. Nicely done from Spence. Artinen, the goal scorer. Ishikawa, again, a little bit hesitant at the back there.
Yeah, again, I wonder what the communication is there between her and her goalkeeper. Looks very unsure there of herself. Maybe lacking in confidence after that goal. But here, yeah, really uncertain. You just want to clear the danger there. Not let the ball come to you. Go and attack that ball and clear it.
Deep again towards Hunt.
She's winning it every time there, Claire Hunt, isn't she? Back post.
Chance for Everton to break, perhaps. Away by Rybrink. Cross looked to be a little too high and too deep. Can it be turned towards goal? No, it can't by England. As Tandberg put it back into the middle, and Bethany England looks as though she's stayed down inside the 6-yard area.
Olga Artinen with the delivery into the back post. Tandberg the target. Brilliant header into the path of Beth England, who goes for the spectacular. injures herself, and there again, a little bit of uncertainty between keeper and defender.
Obviously, when a player comes in with English, maybe not really known at all, there is football speak, isn't there? That's the one thing you try and get over first of all, I guess, in training. You know, this phrase means this phrase means this, and for some of these Japanese players, it'll be a whole new experience playing in the WSL. No way through. Cleared away by Mace. Vignola denied initially by Koga, but then half a chance of being able to break. And so far, a fairly easy afternoon for the Tottenham goalkeeper there, Lizzie Cobb.
Yeah, I think the defensive line in front of her are dealing with, I think, Vignola, forward players of Everton really well. They've not really been that troubled in possession. Tottenham are building up with the back three, and it's Nilden that's given the pass to get higher up that pitch. Rybrinck is staying and providing that defensive cover. But yeah, so far I think the defensive line of Tottenham have looked fairly comfortable.
England. Koga scored the winning goal for Japan in the She Believes Cup against the United States as Japan won that competition. Cobb. Just for a minute there, it looked like she might have taken a touch too much.
It was a heavy touch.
Tandberg. Turned by Summonen. Summonen finds Spence. Offside.
Good from Everton there. Drew Spence, Tandberg, sorry. Just creeping offside.
Well, Tottenham, no doubt about it, will be by far the happier side as we head towards half-time.
I think one thing that Martin has tried to install in this Tottenham team is that confidence and bravery for his players to play with freedom, to be able to execute the way he wants his team to play. And I think we've seen that so far this half. Players look confident, they want to get forward, creating chances. And so far look quite solid at the back.
Well, certainly Tottenham have restricted the participation of Onella Vignola and particularly Katie Schnoys, who we've hardly seen and has been very much on the periphery of proceedings.
Absolutely. Scored an absolute worldie of a goal last week. As you say, been fairly quiet.
Held up by Tandberg. A bit of shirt pulling there. What's a poor ball, Van Hoel. Can't get past the two defenders, Nilden. Everton, though, win it back. Here is Schnoys. Mace.
work from Drew Spence there, just getting back, being a nuisance, getting her body in the way, stopping the shot. Sloppy from Olga Artinen there. You can't afford to switch off. Not at this moment in the game.
Just get the sense that Everton need to do something before half-time, just to give them not only themselves a little bit more self-belief, but also those inside Goodison Park.
Absolutely. I mean, they've definitely got a player who can do that, create a moment of magic. Vignola. Haven't found her enough this first half, though.
Very well trying to play out from the back, but Tottenham will win it back. Rybring, no free kick. Referee says play on. Spence trying to just loft it into the middle there to Tandberg, and now play will be halted because Everton have a player down. It's Momiki there.
She's just trying to get in front of Drew Spence there, Momiki. See if she takes the touch. Referee thinks not.
Well, in terms of chances, Everton had that half chance, really, even if it was that for Ornella Vignola fairly early on. That was about it for the home side. Tottenham in front through the goal from Olga Artinen. There she is. And you have to say, it's a deserved lead.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they've had some brilliant moments in this game. Here, the goal. Defender there will be frustrated, not being able to deal with it, but for me, Tandberg this half, I think, has been fantastic for Tottenham Hotspur. Hold-up play, bringing other people into the game, which she's just shown there in the build-up to the goal. Put it on a plate for Artinen to slot it home. I think they'll be really pleased, but one thing we know about this Everton team, last week they were behind at Anfield and they came back and had a fantastic second half. So Brian Sorensen isn't one to shy away from making changes early. He did that last week, made 3 substitutions at half-time. And we saw the result of that.
Robinson. Ishikawa. Pacheco. Vignola is fouled. Half a second later, and the referee could perhaps have played an advantage, but the whistle had already been blown. Brosnan, the Republic of Ireland international goalkeeper. Ishikawa. Robinson's attempt to control it doesn't come off.
Yeah, just trying to go route one there. Everton finding a way to break through this Tottenham team. Robinson can't control it.
Cross comes Fernandez. Pacheco felt that she should have been given a free kick there. Wasn't forthcoming. Rybring with the throw. Might have quite a bit of additional time at the end of this first half. We've had a few stoppages for injuries. Robinson's header. Nilden will just let it bounce out of play over on that far side. Cleared away by Ishikawa. Sure you heard that, but if you didn't, 3 minutes additional time. Three minutes for Everton to try and get an equaliser. 3 minutes for Tottenham to hold on to what they have. Shot from distance, no real problem for Brosnan.
Yeah, comfortable save for Brosnan, just as does well initially, giving the Everton midfield no time on the ball in those central areas, and it was going to have to be something special. Not enough power on that from Naz to trouble Brosnan.
Kopp will gather. Very satisfactory first half as far as the Tottenham goalkeeper is concerned. Thoughts on the first half, Jenna?
I think Tottenham will go in the happier team. Been disappointed with Everton. I think they're not caused this Tottenham defence too many issues at all. A bit passive at times. Defensively, I think they'll be disappointed with the goal they conceded, but for Tottenham, I think they'll be happy. Had some excellent moments, looked very comfortable on the ball. I think Amanda Nilden and Tandberg, for me, have been the players who have stood out for Tottenham. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some changes again from Brian Sorensen's early on.
Robinson has Mace in close support. Oh, lovely ball through to Van Hall. Chance here for the equaliser. Vignola's shot is charged down. This is Pacheco, deflected high and gathered by Kopp. Arguably Everton's best football of the first half.
Yeah, what a time to equalise there that would have been. Robinson finds the pass into the half space. It's almost a scuffed kick, and I think it was Rybring with the vital block, and Maz Pacheco gets the shot off and deflects into the hands of Klopp. But that's it, you can't switch off in the dying moments, and good defending then.
Last few seconds then of the first half. Remember, a minimum of 3 minutes additional time. Here's Naz. Rybring. Momiki. Free kick given away by Koga.
And Koga's been given the task of not giving Vignola a second to breathe on the ball.
Chance for Everton, then later on Vignola couldn't take it, but a chance was certainly taken by Olga Artanin. The Tottenham midfielder getting her first goal of the season in the WSL, and having won 1-0 against West Ham last weekend, Tottenham are ahead by the same scoreline at Goodison Park. Half-time, Everton 0, Tottenham 1. Katie Schnois gets the second half started. Will we see a different Everton in this second half? They had just the one really notable effort in the first 45 minutes. Tottenham were excellent in the opening half, and they'll be looking to continue that play in the second 45 minutes.
I think Gago coming on offers another danger up top for Everton. Been far too comfortable for the Tottenham backline. Gago will pose all sorts of threats, can run in behind, can hold the ball up. Very, very strong, bringing other players into action.
Chance here for Gago on that far side. Up against Rybring. That's too deep.
Go getting straight into the thick of the action. Holding the ball up, not panicking, not rushing play. Waiting for her teammate Pacheco to join into the attack.
Well, you predicted changes at half-time from Brian Sorensen, and they have come to pass. I guess it was something needed to change for Everton.
Absolutely, I think almost the same as last weekend against Liverpool. Started very slow out the blocks. Didn't really cause any threat to the Tottenham backline, so got those substitutions. He saw what an impact the substitution made last week at half-time. Completely turned the game around. It was a game of two halves, and he'll be hoping for the same for the half ahead now.
Just noticing here, the two central defenders appear to have swapped sides as from the first half. Ishikawa was playing on the right side of the central pair, Fernandez on the left, but it seems to be the opposite way around now. Chase back here for Rybring. Faced with a different challenge with Gargo, cleared away by Kopp. Now Tottenham will have been expecting Everton to come out with a fire blazing in their belly almost.
Yeah, they can't relax on the ball there. Nilden there just taking a little bit too much time to get her head up. She was looking to play back to the keeper, but there's no time to do that. You've almost got to be one step ahead of Gagu because she's so quick.
Fernandez, Ishikawa. Gago got 5 goals in the WSL last season since she joined last January from Nantes in France. That's a foul on Schnois. Schnois, who got 4 goals in the WSL last season, already off the mark with a goal at Liverpool. Now, long-range shot, it's in! Katinka Tandberg! Audacious! Brosnan scrambling back, couldn't get on the end of it, and it drops into the goal, and Tottenham double their lead in some style.
Wow. What a strike from Tandberg there. No hesitation at all. Spotted Brosnan off of her line. It was Beth England with the press. Ishawaka's had a tough weekend. Tough evening, sorry. And Tandberg, fantastic. Recognised the keepers off the line. Audacious effort. She said she wanted to be a Tottenham legend, and she's starting her first start. She's been fantastic, and a phenomenal goal to top it.
Look how far out from goal she is. Looked as though it might just be going wide. Brosnan was always scrambling to get back behind it and couldn't do so.
As Ishikawa again just stuck. Ball between her, couldn't get the ball out of her feet, and the pressure from Beth England. Fantastic, she sensed it. She sensed that Ishikawa was caught in two minds. Fantastic shot from Tinka. What a performance she's put in so far.
Those of you with long memories may remember Carly Lloyd's goal for the United States of America in the 2015 Women's World Cup final in Vancouver, a match that I was lucky enough to be at, where she scored from even further out on the halfway line. But the way that the Japanese goalkeeper scrambled back then was so similar to how Courtney Brosnan tried to get back. 2-0 then to Tottenham, and a goal, well, out of nothing, really.
Yeah, with just hesitation. Beth England smelt the hesitation, pounced on it. She's an experienced player. And then Tandberg with the vision and the confidence to execute from distance.
Martin Ho aiming to become just the 5th English manager to win both of their first 2 games in the WSL. Courtney Brosnan will, I think, have a sleepless night tonight, reliving that moment over and over again. Very much advantage Tottenham now as they lead by 2-0. Olga Artinen in the first half. Tinka Tandberg just moments ago. Hunt. Forward by Nilden, having to stretch. Here's Holmgaard. Fernandez. Momiki. Ishikawa. Towards Gargo. Real battle here with Koga. Gargo comes away with possession for Everton. The little pullback, Momiki. Blocked by Hunt. Corner kick. Could have been so much more for Everton.
Showing her strength there. Toka, I thought she'd won the battle there. Gargo stays strong, cuts it back, and it was Hunt, I think, with the vital block. I think it was goal bound. A good reaction from conceding from Everton there.
Rosa van Hool then will take this corner kick, the Dutch under-23 international. Everton's first signing of the summer. Van Hool deep towards Ishikawa. Chance for the shot on goal. Too many defenders in the way, though. And Tottenham might be able to break here. Naz. Rybrink. Naz wanted a free kick. Referee says play on. Ishikawa. Pacheco. Martina Fernandez. Cleared away by Nilden. Holmgaard infield. Van Hool. Pacheco. Van Hool out-muscled there by Drew Spence. One back poke by the Dutch midfielder. Momiki. Fernandez. Should be Tottenham's to clear. In fact, it'll just be shepherded behind by Hunt.
Yeah, I think Tottenham, they won't mind that. Comfortable again. Everton trying to find their forwards over the top this time. And there again, a fantastic strike from Tandberg. What a debut. First start today for the young player. Already showing how vital she will be to this Tottenham Hotspur team going forward.
Schneuz with a little touch infield. Mace. Ten minutes gone then in the second half. Everton 0, Tottenham 2. If you have just joined us, you've just missed a wonder goal from Katinka Tandberg to make it 2.
Everton were on top there, I think, up until that goal. So perfect time for Tottenham to put themselves 2 goals ahead. 1-0 is always a risky scoreline, and Gago on the pitch, extra threat. Second goal has just settled Tottenham there. You can see they're in no hurry to play, allowing Everton to play out from the back, picking their moments to press them.
Martin Ho had a spell on the coaching staff at Everton a few years ago. He was then assistant manager at Manchester United. Appointed at Tottenham in July after 2 years at Brann in Norway. Koga. Rybrink. Tandberg now. We're going to pull it back into the middle. Naz. Tandberg again. Driven across. There were 4 defenders there and nobody really took charge of the situation.
That was a whipping ball. It just Naz, her first touch just went in the wrong direction. Her first touch took her into the Everton defenders. Tandberg again, getting her head up, picking the right pass. Out on that right-hand side this time.
Gago tries to get there and does so. Ishikawa. Gago's sprinting away on that far side.
Gago will be frustrated there. She's busted a gut there, done her defensive duties, getting high up the pitch, and the Checo just couldn't find her.
Ruby Mace will be hoping for a settled home here at Everton, having already been with Arsenal, Manchester City and Leicester. I think he'd quite happily take a full-time whistle now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think given the start that Everton had last week against Liverpool, it's going to be a really, really difficult game to come into. Obviously, their first of the season at Goodison Park in front of their home fans, but I think Tottenham have executed their game plan superbly so far.
Tottenham then looking for a third goal. Swung in deep and put behind for the corner by Holmgaard.
Good from Holmgaard there. Had to get a touch. Knock it out for a corner. Beth England was lurking at the back post, ready for a little tap in.
Corner will be taken by Artinen. Awkward delivery as well. Behind from England.
Almost come at her too quick there. You can see she was trying to get low. Made the contact, trying to keep it on target. Everton with the first contact. Just couldn't keep it on target.
An hour played then at Goodison Park. This is the final fixture of week 2 of the WSL. And at the moment, Tottenham will become one of 4 teams with 2 wins out of 2. Next goal, all important, I guess, really. Although it's a fairly self-obvious statement. 3-0 to Tottenham, and I guess we're saying game over.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think in and out of possession, Tottenham have looked very good today, this afternoon. Just jinxed it there.
Mamiki. Gago. Whacked away to safety by Koga. Ishikawa under pressure here. That time does better.
Yeah, it does very well there, Ishikawa. Saw Tandberg, arms up, just trying to put her off. Nudging her, but she does well to control that situation.
Artenet. Fernandez. Holmgaard. No way through for Schnoys. Holmgaard. Ishikawa. Mace. Nice lofty ball over the top and just kept in by Pacheco. Decent ball into the middle. Away by Hunt. Chance for the shot from distance. Took a couple of deflections on the way through from Ruby Mace.
That was a tricky one for Kopp there. I think it was actually heading out, but nonetheless, she gets down, makes the save. Good ball in from Pacheco. Hunt first to react to it, and then deflection comes off of Hunt again while she's on the ground. Double deflection, sorry, and Klopp, yeah, is heading out, but she has to make the save just to be sure.
Tottenham have a player down. Play will be halted because it's a head injury for Tandberg. If we were to have to name player of the match this early in the game, Jenna, I think she'd be it.
Absolutely, I think she's been superb. First start for a new club. Hasn't had long at all to settle in, get to grips with life in the WSL, build those connections, but looks like she's been around for ages. Great work. You can already see the combinations with her and Beth England. A real threat up top, a real handful to defend, and off the ball, her work rate's been phenomenal. Tracking back, defending from the front. Looks like her time might be up now.
First change for Tottenham. Artenet looks like she's gone off, and Lennart Gunnar-Williams is going to come on. Just 20 years of age. And while Tandberg receives treatment for that head injury, both sets of players have gone across to the far side. Team talk for Tottenham would be rather simple, won't it? Just keep it as it is, and they are ahead by 2-0 thanks to these 2 goals. The first from Olga Artenet.
Yeah, Artenet got her goal, subbed off. Fantastic performance from her. Tandberg there at the heart of it again. Bethany England winning the ball back in that midfield area to set her team on her way. She'll be happy with her performance there. First start of the season for Olga Artenet. Had a frustrated season last season for her. Didn't get a lot of game time. Was up playing off the bench for most of it. It's good to see her with a smile back on her face again.
So the England under-23 international, Lennart Gunnar-Williams, is on. And here she is, straight away involved in the thick of the action. Taken away from her by Mace. Poor ball out. Naz. Not the best of efforts on goal, though, from Evelina Summanen.
Yeah, Everton just not taking care of the ball when they got it. Not connecting their passes, loose passes, and Tottenham are pouncing on them.
Vignola bearing down on goal. Looking to chip it across to the far side. Gaga was the target. Kopp made sure it didn't reach her.
Yeah, you could see what she was trying to do. Gago making the run to the back post. Trying to get it past Klopp, but these are the positions you want to see Vignola in, with the space in front of her to drive in, commit the defenders. This time she's taken the cross on early, but Klopp read it well. Come out and demanded her area.
Gunnar-Williams is dispossessed. Spence. Summanen. Naz. Given away. Straight to Momiki. Van Hool. Holmgaard. Looking for the return and has got it as well. Holmgaard. A little unlucky there. Van Hool.
There's an opportunity. Driven it over the bar there. Something unlucky there. She dives in straight away, doesn't make contact, manages to get a little touch on it. Humla just picks out her teammate who fires it over the bar. I think Tottenham, they've got to be better. Game management, Jess has given it away when there's no need to in the centre of the park. And manage the game out.
Well, we still have a quarter of the match to go as we just passed the midway point of the second half. Van Hool. That'll be a card. Just the second caution of the match. Katinka Tandberg of Tottenham booked in the first.
Van Hool does well to get away from Summonham, but then boot is high. Ball just got away over there.
Joined in June after leaving Ajax, Rosa Van Hool. Holmgaard. Towards Gargo. Yeah, she was being pulled back there.
Yeah, clever from Gargo there, right brink. Just trying to control her.
Holmgaard. Caught by England. That might be a caution.
She's not giving it up there, Beth England, is she?
I think she might be in the last chance saloon as regards a yellow card. Everton in the last 5-10 minutes or so, Jenna, appear to have upped their game.
Yeah, definitely moving the ball a lot quicker. Passing and moving. Causing a few more questions of Tottenham in that midfield area and defensive line.
Ishikawa. Turn from Schnois. Momiki. Pacheco on that far side. Momiki's gone for the return, which wasn't accurately delivered.
Momiki did so well there initially. Picking it up in the half space, he's just losing her defender, her marker. Pacheco there, just trying to find the half space in beyond. A little bit too heavy.
Honoka Hayashi, the Japanese international, who started last weekend at Liverpool, is going to come on. But not quite yet. Tandberg closed down by Mace.
Everton really passive, allowing Tottenham to pay out through the lines. They're getting higher up the pitch and not having any challenge on Tottenham. Got to stop them from playing up higher up the pitch.
Tony Payne, the Nigerian international.
Substitution for Everton going off. Number 29.
Momiki is withdrawn. Tony Payne comes on in her place. What a terrific summer, won the Women's Africa Cup of Nations with Nigeria. Did certainly look as though Hayashi was ready to come on for Everton, but must have been a change of mind from Brian Sorensen. Everton 0, Tottenham 2. Everton with everything to do if they're to take anything from their first home match here at Goodison since this grand old stadium was confirmed as their permanent home. Holmgaard. Everton, incidentally, will be playing one WSL match at the brand new Hill Dickinson Stadium, the 52,000 capacity new stadium for the men's team. That will be against Manchester United on October the 12th. Fernandez. Van Hool. Trying to work it through there for Payne. Little chip forward from Tandberg. Mace. There's definitely more pace and vim and vigour about Everton now. Payne takes it too far.
Yeah, definitely they've upped the gears here. Everton, a lot more intensity in their play, purpose in their play. Tony Payne there. Heavy touch, Rybrink does well.
Josephine Rybrink is coming off at right back. Charlotte Grant, the Australian international, who'll be 24 next Saturday, comes on in her place.
Grant's been put on to deal with that pace out wide now with Payne on the pitch and Gago. Rybrink's done well. But fresh legs to see this result out.
Tottenham still to concede a goal in the WSL this season. Clean sheet against West Ham and a clean sheet so far at Everton. Jenna's just looked at me as if to say, you don't say that sort of thing. It's a bit like when you're driving along a four-lane carriageway and you say, we're going well, aren't we? And then you hit the traffic jam. Koga, she's been very impressive this afternoon. Works it out to that far side. Grant.
Yeah, Koga up against Vignola. She's read every situation. She's always on the front foot. Very strong physically. Excellent playing out from the back, building from the back. She's key to Tottenham this season and being able to execute the way they want to play. But as you say, she's had a fantastic game so far and last week likewise.
Grant flicked on by England. Tandberg. Half away by Ishikawa. Here's Mace. Fernandez. Karen Holmgaard, whose twin, Sarah, scored in a 2-1 defeat for Everton at Spurs last season. Sarah now with Real Madrid. Fernandez. Mace. Ishikawa looking for the long ball down that far side. Too long for Pacheco.
Tottenham there are looking very organised, out of possession in those central areas. It's Difficult for Everton, playing out from the back, trying to find a way through centrally, so having to go over the top.
Mace. Kept the ball alive on that far side, somehow. Couldn't work it through.
Great piece of skill there to keep it in. Just couldn't find Gagu.
And here comes Honoka Hayashi. Ruby Mace is the player who will be withdrawn. So Hayashi, in her 4th season in England, had a couple of seasons at West Ham before joining Everton last year. Four goals in the WSL for her last season. Everton could do with a goal from anyone. Hayashi's first involvement. Vignola. Little flick back from Gago. Couldn't quite find Hayashi. Well won from Pacheco. Schnois. Pacheco. Turn there from Gago. She felt that she was having her shirt pulled.
I think it's a good shout. I think it was Spence that was, or Claire Hunt, sorry, that was pulling the shirt as she went down. Tottenham have got away with one there.
England works it wide. Spence. Grant. Real battle there with Payne. Decision goes the way of the home team.
Today's attendance at Goodison Park is
6,473, the attendance at Goodison Park. Schnois with a little ball in field. Hayashi. Holmgaard. Van Hool. Fernandez.
Fernandez just signalling to her teammates for movement in front of her. She can't pick a pass, she's having to play back or sideways. Can't find the pass forward or able to break any lines.
Hayashi. Holmgaard. Schnois. Holmgaard, the little flick didn't quite come off. And that's a foul on Tandberg. From Martina Fernandez. Caught with the restart. Might just bounce away here from Gunning-Williams. Oh, she's done really well here. Gunning-Williams. Can she set up a teammate for the shot? Spence with it. Tandberg. And the block is made by Fernandez after the save from Brosnan.
God, that was a lightning strike there from Drew Spence. Great save from Brosnan. The hard work come from Leonard Gunning-Williams. Pops it through the leg of Maz Pacheco. I thought Leonard Williams was going to go down, but she picks out Spence, and Fernandez with the block from Tandberg from inside the 6 yards box, but what an opportunity there, and great block for Fernandez.
Tottenham corner. Tandberg rising. Brosnan gathering. And a quick release as well, and it has to be. Everton, time running out for the Toffees.
Three Tottenham players there around Vignola. The minute she's got the ball, there's no way out. They've certainly done their homework on Vignola after last week's performance, limiting the service into her opportunities she's had in front of goal.
Everton maintain possession. Hayashi. Holmgard. Pull it back into the middle. Tottenham will clear. Foul by Fernandez.
It's the second one against Tandberg again. Clever play from Tandberg. I think she knows Fernandez is behind her. Really, really clever play. Naive from Fernandez.
Tandberg is coming off. Kit Graham will come on for the scorer of this amazing second goal.
Yeah, starts from the pressure from Beth England. She doesn't even think twice, Tandberg. Head up, executes it perfectly. Brosnan tracking back, but caught him no man's land. Fantastic starting debut from Tandberg, and what a player she looks for the future of Tottenham.
Mas Pacheco is withdrawn by Everton.
I think you sometimes hear talk about young players coming to this league and having to be able to take time for them to adapt and get to grips with WSL football. I mean, that's evident there. She's slotted in like she's been around for ages, Tandberg, playing beyond her years.
Elise Stenovic is on now at left back. Well, I don't think there'll be many dissenters from Tinker Tandberg getting player of the match. Three minutes plus additional time remaining. Driven deep, came off Ishikawa, chance for the shot on goal. Summonen it was with it, and the goalkeeper's been blocked there. Now, what's the referee's viewpoint of this? Is this accidental collision? But let's have a look at the shot first of all.
It comes off the back of a defender, almost toe pokes it, Summonen. Stenvik with the block and the deflection, sorry. And then Summonen there just stopping Brosnan's run, and looks like a nasty collision there in the end. She definitely gets in front of her to stop Brosnan playing. Might regret that one in the morning.
Yellow card for Evelina Summonen. Looks like all the teeth are still there. I think the phrase is taking one for the team, isn't it? That one for a yellow card from Summonen to block the swift getaway.
Yeah, she'll take that all day long.
Holmgard. Schnois. Ishikawa. Tottenham throw. Good play from Gunning-Williams, just making sure that she played it off her opponent. Forward by Stenovic. Van Hool. Gunning-Williams. Everton will be hoping for as much additional time as possible at the end of the 90 minutes. Plenty of substitutions in this second half. You've had a couple of injury stoppages as well. Picked up here by Rosa Van Hool. Holmgaard. Looking to take on Nilden. Hayashi. Holmgaard. Away by the head of Gunning-Williams. And a chance for Tottenham to break perhaps here. Chase on for Grant. Needs support in the middle, looking for it and not finding it. Grant will go on her own. Maybe not the best option.
No, I think you just needed her to be patient there, be sensible, just hold up the play. All her teammates had committed to getting back and defending for the team. So in those moments, run the clock down, just hold up the ball, wait for your teammates to join you. Wasn't the right option there at all, but Leonard Gunning-Williams, since she's been on, I think she's doing a very good job.
Drew Spence. Can't find a way past it. Gargo. Kelly Gargo again, back pass. Chance here for Gunning-Williams. Just ran out of pitch.
Yeah, unlucky there. Gunning-Williams done well initially. Beth England and Kit Graham just waiting for the cutback. Couldn't get there. Another young player, product of their academy.
Had a loan at Ipswich a couple of years ago. And if you're going to come on as a substitute, you want your coach to take note of your performance, and Leonard Gunning-Williams' performance will certainly have been noted by Martin Ho. We're about to go into additional time then at the end of the 90 minutes. 5 minutes. Payne with the ball into the middle. Gathered by Kopp.
Done well there. Payne down the left-hand side. Drives past Charlie Grant, gets to the byline. All just needed to be better into the hands of Kopp.
Tottenham have had double the amount of attempts that Everton have had. 19, the latest statistic for Tottenham, 10 for Everton. But Lizzie Kopp there, apart from gathering a deflected shot near the end of the first half and diving to save a deflected shot that was going wide anyway, I can't, Jana, recall her having to make a save worthy of note.
No, they've all been really comfortable and saves that you'd expect Kopp to be making. Haven't challenged Tottenham as well as we know this Everton team can be. Just, I think in the final third, the movement of the ball has just been far too slow. Decision-making wrong at times, and it's given Tottenham defence chance to get back and set up their blocks and make it really difficult for Everton. But going forwards, I think 19 shots on target, on goal,
yeah.
for Tottenham. Incredible for them, considering last week they had 0.
A late penalty won it last week for Tottenham at home to West Ham. A first half goal from Olga Atinen, and then another amazing long-range effort from Tinka Tandberg early in the second half. Looks to have won it here for Spurs, unless we get a miraculous comeback from Everton. They need 2 goals in the little time that remains. Having finished 11th, next to bottom in the WSL last season, the start to this season will be a considerable boost for everybody in the Tottenham women's camp.
Absolutely, it was so important that they got off to a good start under new management, Martin Ho. For the confidence of the players, it was a tough ride last season, so what looks to be 2 back-to-back wins, and I was going to say a clean sheet, but I'll hold off on that. Will do wonders for the confidence.
Fernandez sliding in, but also sliding in there was Amanda Neildon, late corner then for Everton. Minimum of 5 minutes additional time. And we're almost into the final minute of those 5. Oh, not the best of clearance. I don't think Koga knew where that had gone. Cleared long from England. Just for a second there might have been a panic amongst the Tottenham rear guard. Gathered by Kopp.
Yeah, Toka not done much wrong today. Would have been harsh if the result of that flick ended any other way. She's been fantastic again. Second chance for Spurs fans to get a look at her, and again another young player who's adapted very, very well in a short space of time to life in the WSL.
Everton free kick. Two wins out of 2 for Martin Ho and Tottenham Hotspur at the start of this new WSL season. Tinka Tandberg with an outstanding second goal after Olga Artinen had put Tottenham in front in the first half. A disappointing first home match at their permanent new home of Goodison Park for Everton, who follow up last week's win at Liverpool with a defeat at home this weekend. But for Tottenham, it's now 2 wins out of 2, and they are one of 4 teams with maximum points from the first 2 rounds of matches. Full time at Goodison Park. Everton 0, Tottenham 2. Excellent result for Tottenham. For Everton, plenty to learn.
Definitely, I don't think we saw the best of them today. I was expecting big things after the result last weekend, but I think in the final third they just couldn't connect. I think they were too slow in moving that ball, but I think you've got to give credit to Tottenham. I thought on the ball they were fantastic, and off the ball every single player looked like they knew their role, were busting a gut, getting bodies on the line to make sure they got this result.
And for Everton, Ornella Vignola and Katie Schnoys Vignola, who got a hat-trick at Liverpool last weekend, and Schnoiz, who got the other goal, were kept pretty quiet by the Tottenham players.
Yeah, they were. Like I said, I think they've done their homework. Obviously, Vignola was excellent last week. I think they really limited her to anything today. I think she was always, you know, doubled up, marked. I thought Toka was fantastic at centre-back again, another great performance. But, yeah, credit to Tottenham. I thought they got their game plan spot on.
So questions to be asked then for Everton ahead of next weekend. But for Tottenham, an excellent afternoon. 19 shots for Tottenham, 10 for Everton, 8 on target for Tottenham, none on target for Everton, which tells its own story, really. Tottenham very much on top. So let's have a look then at the highlights. Tottenham having very much the better of the match all afternoon. They almost took the lead there. Drew Spence foiled by the goalkeeper, Courtney Brosnan.
Yeah, it was a good header from Claire Hunt into the path for Drew Spence. Difficult one for her. All she could do was just flick it on. Brosnan got down, made a good save.
This is the goal. It came just before the half-hour mark. The interception made by Artinen, and Olga Artinen was in the right place to place it home.
Yeah, ball in from Naz. Questionable defending there. Lovely set from Tandberg, and Artinen in the right place. Just to cushion it, controlled finish into the bottom corner.
Into the second half. And how about this? What a strike from Tinka Tandberg.
Yeah, goal of the match there. Tandberg, head up, right foot, first touch. Only one thing in her mind there where she saw Brosnan off her line. Bethany England, give the credit. She does the hard work. Fantastic finish. Great debut goal.
To cap a superb performance. Everton, well, they tried to get back into the game late on. A shot from outside the area from Ruby Mace, took a couple of deflections on the way through.
Yeah, they were limited to half chances really there. Mace taking the shot from distance, deflection, which was going wide, but Kopp makes the save, just to be sure.
And as Everton pressed, looking for a way back into this match, Tottenham were standing firm at the back. Great chance here, but Rosa Van Hall got right underneath their shot.
Yeah, Van Hall getting under, it was always rising into the path. You expect better there to at least keep it on target.
At the other end, look, Tottenham looking for a third. That would surely secure the points for them. Came close to getting a third as well. Brilliant work from Gunning-Williams. Drew Spence with the shot, Brosnan with the save, and Everton able to defend stoutly.
Yeah, thunderous shot from Spence, just on the edge of the box. Great work from Gunning-Williams to find her there. And then Brosnan parries it into the path of Tandberg. And it's a good block in the end from Fernandez.
Evelina Summanen with that shot that was blocked. Got a yellow card for attempting to halt Brosnan's progress forward. Everton couldn't find a way back though, and the points are Tottenham's. These are the results then from week 2 in the WSL. Goals in all 6 fixtures, and plenty of goals coming from Arsenal, from Chelsea and from Manchester United. Leicester City getting a 1-0 win over Liverpool in possibly the result of the weekend. Tottenham Hotspur with a 2-0 win at Everton, as we have just seen. London City Lionesses, 2 defeats out of 2 so far for the newly promoted team. And this is how the WSL table looks. Tottenham Hotspur, one of 4 clubs with 2 wins out of 2. Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham are the top four. Everton, together with Manchester City and Leicester, with 1 win apiece. And as you can see at the bottom, Liverpool, West Ham and London City Lionesses both having 2 defeats in their opening 2 games. So an excellent afternoon's work for Tottenham as they ruin Everton's first home match at their new permanent stadium. It finished Everton 0, Tottenham 2.